In the spring of 1954, Americans faced a bizarre crisis. Thousands of people suddenly noticed tiny pits and holes in their windshields. At first they blamed vandals, then they blamed radio waves, and then they blamed nuclear fallout. It all started in Bellingham, Washington, where a few car owners noticed small pits and dents appearing in their windshields. At first people thought it was kids with BB guns, but soon similar reports flooded in from Seattle, Everett, and even as far as Canada. By the 14th April 1954, Seattle police were getting over 100 calls a day about damaged windshields. The public demanded answers. With no obvious explanation, theories spread like wildfire. Here are just a few of the best ones. Radio waves gone rogue. A nearby naval radio transmitter was vibrating glass molecules and making them shatter. Cosmic rays and nuclear fallout. Some blamed hydrogen bomb tests in the Pacific, suggesting that the radiation was melting windshields. Sand fleas, a more scientific theory, suggested tiny insects were embedding their eggs into glass, causing it to weaken and pit. And invisible vandals, some were convinced an organized gang of windshield destroying maniacs was at work. Seattle's mayor even contacted President Dwight Eisenhower demanding action. After weeks of panic, investigations finally revealed the truth. There was no mysterious force at work. The tiny pits and scratches had always been there. People simply hadn't noticed them before. Once word spread about the supposed epidemic, drivers across Washington began scrutinizing their cars like never before, mistaking normal wear and tear for a brand new phenomenon. Seattle police concluded that the so-called epidemic was nothing more than a mass hysteria. As soon as officials announced there was no real danger, the reports stopped overnight. No more windshield pits, no more frantic calls, just a lot of embarrassed car owners who had been caught up in the panic.